Hello, morning everyone. Today's theme is about what do you feel when you put everybody above you? You let other people walk over you. You allow yourself to say yes when you mean to say no. You allow yourself to ignore things that you are not happy with when you really do not want it. And you also allow yourself to be like helping people run around with your car, taking them to shopping, taking them to events with your car. They haven't contributed to the fuel or gas. They haven't helped you with little repairs in the car, and they keep on using you. They use you all the time. That is what I call self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice is about trying to be the good person, hoping that they will like you. Well, that was what happened to me. I thought by being there for everybody, being nice, being loving them, and they're going to love me back. Nobody did. Nobody did. I was there putting my own affairs behind, even my children's affairs, just to be there for people. I didn't know I was a people's pleaser. People's pleaser means trying to find happiness from what other people think of you. It took me being in a coma for 2 months after suffering a cardiac arrest to remember that actually I matter. I matter. I was told in my coma by the lights. I saw someone, that's a different topic. I was told that this is what I've been doing. I practically have to beg to come back to earth and put things right. So today I'm asking you, by doing things for people when you don't really feel like doing, is it serving you? Are you happy? I'm not saying that you have to be selfish, but what I'm trying to say is that you can do things for people, but not when you are not happy with it. You have to be happy. The reason you are not happy doing things for people is because you have put other people first before you. You keep putting other people first because you think you don't matter. Where I come from, I'm from Nigeria. In Nigeria, we are actually told from when we were young that you have to be there for others. You have to be there for others. This is the system of upbringing that actually sets you up for failure. How can you be successful when you don't even love yourself? If you love yourself, how come you are always putting other people first? There is nothing wrong with putting other people first, but you have to be there. Why I'm saying this is because when I put other people first, I actually feel when things are okay for them and they succeed, then they stop talking to me. I actually feel unhappy. So it's like a cycle. I put them first, they succeed, and they push me away. They don't have to love me back. But what I didn't do, if I had put myself first and still help them, I wouldn't be upset if they had succeeded because I haven't shortchanged myself. But in that scenario, in my past life scenario, I was always putting them first and they succeed, then I feel bad. So it's like a catch-22. I'm always in this cycle. But I had to be in a coma for 2 months after suffering a cardiac arrest for me to see how I have been living my life. I wasn't living my life in a way that would serve me. The purpose of earth is to be there, to be useful to others. If you put yourself first, then you can find your purpose, and you'll be able to help others who are less privileged and put them in the right frame of mind. Even if they succeed and they become financially independent, or life goes well for them, you don't feel bad. You feel happy for them. But when you do not put yourself first, you put them above you. You think, oh, this person, when I help them, and they will help me. That is selfishness. It is selfishness. Because as it turns out, when they become successful, they will not, some will remember you, but the ones that don't remember you, you start feeling bad. And since I've adopted the attitude of putting myself first, that is making sure I look after myself, and if somebody wants me to do something for them, I might say, okay, can I do it tomorrow, or I am not able to. I don't give them false hope or promises that I am not happy with. You have to be happy. You have to be happy with whatever you do. When you are happy, that is where the magic is. The magic is in your happiness. When you are happy, you can serve others. So I'm asking that, can we stop self-sacrificing? We have our children, our family to look up to. We can sacrifice for them a bit, but teach them, because we don't want them to grow up and be doing the same thing. At the end of the day, it is not good. It causes heartbreak. Heartbreak that sometimes is difficult to heal, except you go for therapy. So what I'm asking you is that, check every day the decisions you make, the way you comport yourself, the way you relate to your friends. Are you doing it just to please them or just to please yourself? Because by the time you are 80 years old or even 90 and you look back, when you look back, the sadness you feel for not putting that time on yourself, you will feel really, you will be very, very upset. We all have 24 hours in a day. Everybody has it. The Prime Minister, Donald Trump, the Pope, everybody. But other people try to steal away your 24 hours from you. They might steal 2 hours there, 3 hours there, and you give it to them freely. They don't even pay you. Don't give your time away freely. If they have 24 hours and they steal your 2 hours, they've got 26 hours. Do you want that? Don't let people steal your time, and don't let people rent your head. What I mean, they rent your brain. They ask you to do things for them, and they don't pay you. Or people upset you and you're worrying about it, worrying about them. The time you're going to be using for helping yourself, you're using it to think about what they've done. When people do things, just say, okay, I've lost in this place. I'm going to recoup and change. Changing means, because you have to go back and think about what has happened. Then put a new strategy in place. This strategy is to neutralize any negative things that come. You can't spend your time worrying over what has happened, which is called split milk. What has happened, you cannot change. There's no point looking at yesterday. If I keep looking at yesterday, I will not see what is in my front. So what I do, I focus on now. As I'm talking to you, I'm in the moment. I'm not in the future. I'm not in the past. Just try and be in the moment, and that is when the magic comes to life. I'm supposed to be unable to talk, unable to speak. I struggle with a lot of things till this day. Having suffered 5 cardiac arrests, it's not easy. Nobody knows what I go through. They see me and they say, oh, she looks nice. But I struggle with daily living activities, lots of things. Simplest thing that other people can do, I cannot do. But the reason I decided to share this video is because of the message I had when I was in a coma. I was told to help scores of women, millions of women. I know so many people are in my situation. I want to help them to change. You need to change by thinking differently. I had shared my story with a few women, and all I had was people are coming to see me in droves, wanting to know how I can help. And I'm thinking, so people need to know this. Because I'm not able to speak to people too much when they come to my place, I decided that I'm going to create a YouTube video so I can share with you so that you will benefit from what I've got. I've gotten this message that is helping me. I'm also happy to speak with you privately if you message me or send me an email. The reason I'm doing that is because some people don't want to share their problems online. So I'll be happy to do that.